So now let's get a step ahead. Our next step today is to see what exactly are variables. Now first the essence of this, let's see why exactly do you need a variable. Now why would we need a variable? What exactly is a variable? Now suppose we're playing a game and what we exactly need to do is to store the score. What exactly is the score of a player? Now you repeatedly need this value to update, the score keeps on increasing or it decreases, or you need to change the value of the score, and constantly you need to refer to this score. So you need to constantly show what exactly is the score of a team. So this is the kind of example you need to know is how or where essentially do you need a variable. So variable is something that you need to store some value which you can reference back at any further point of time, and then you can further make changes to that value, and then the last changed value would obviously be stored in that variable. So variable in a sense is a place in memory where you would store some value, say 100, and that value you would refer to through some name we call as an identifier, say score, and that you would use the score identifier to refer to this value whenever you need to access this value. So through that identifier score you could change the value to 100, 10 or 120 or 80. So whatever manipulation you want to do, you can do to this value through the identifier called score. Now what exactly do you need for a variable? Now you need how much space would that variable take, and how would you refer to that variable. So two things are important for a variable is that what exactly is the space taken by this variable. So 100, how many bits would this 100 take? 100 can be shown in 8 bits, it could be shown in 16 bits, it could be shown in 32 bits. So you need to know how much memory needs to be allocated to this variable. And secondly, you need some identifier through which you need to access this variable. So through score, whenever you will say score, the system will always be referring to this memory, to this space in memory where it has stored some value that is referred by an identifier called score. So the size of this memory will depend upon what exactly is the type of variable that is referenced by this score. So this is what exactly a variable is. It is essentially a memory space, some location in memory where you will be storing some value referenced by some identifier, and you could always manipulate this value in case the same is allowed.